Hi, this is Trepacer. Welcome to my In Bed blog for the week beginning. Actually, it's technically still Saturday, the 25th of October 2025. Um, I was just in the middle of getting ready to order the movies, and I just realized that next week will be the first because next Friday is the 31st. So, and I know I said I promised to do a digital code giveaway at the end of October, but technically it'll be November 1st because I just got through looking on Amazon. And I should have done it early in the week because I could have had the movies and could have did it this weekend. But unfortunately, yeah, excuse me, I get distracted by a lot of stuff easily. But I'm gonna place the order after I finish recording this. And I got three movies that I picked. I'll definitely be doing the digital code giveaway contest, and I'll definitely be doing another one probably in December as well, because I'll be on vacation then. So I'll probably do another one there because I see there's a lot of other movies that I want to get. So I'll definitely be doing it as soon as I place the order for the movies. I'll make a post about the digital code giveaway contest being not actually next Saturday. It'll be the 2nd of November. That's the Sunday. So I'll definitely be doing that next week. So I just wanted to let everybody know. Unfortunately, like I said, I could have been doing it this weekend, but again, I get distracted easily. Anyway, like I said, I got. Hold on, I want to show you this. This is my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I am thinking about buying the 17 Pro Max because I just got one more payment to pay off this phone. Okay, so and then what I want to do, I think, is I'll trade this in and then just pay off the balance. I mean, whatever the difference between what they give me. I think they're going to give me $1,100. I think for this phone. I think because I was looking at this week, and so again, this is the 14 Pro Max. So I want to get the 17 Pro Max for a lot of reasons. Mainly so I can tease my friend at work because I have a friend at work named Gary who's really into the phones and all that stuff. But he already got a phone this because when I bought this phone a couple of years ago, and I remember I brought it to work, he was so envious that he ran out and got the phone that same day. It took him a little bit. He had to go back and forth, but he finally got it. But the thing with him is his wife. The plan is in his wife's name, so he has to kind of get permission to do it. And so I know if when I get the 17 Pro Max, because he got the 16, he won't be able to do. He ain't gonna be able to go upgrade already again because he already did that this year. So, and I know I'm just gonna walk in and just lay it on the table like that, just so he can be all envious and stuff. But I am thinking of getting the Pro Max. And the only thing I'm debating is maybe I should wait till Black Friday because there'll probably be a sale. Definitely, like right now, there's I think if I because like I said I got one more payment. I think $33 to pay off this phone, and then this phone is uh, uh, completely mine. Uh, and then I think they give me 1100. I think I said 1100 for this phone, and then I'll get the 17 Pro Max. I want to get the gray one that's 512 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, and then like I said, trade this one in because it makes no sense to keep two phones. I mean, I was thinking about maybe keeping two phones, but what would be the sense of having two phones? Because it makes no sense. But I could, when I finish paying this off, I could have this and then I could sell it. I could do that and then just get the other phone and just pay that over time like I did. Pay it for the next 3 years if I want to. Or I could just trade this in, get the new phone, and it'll probably take me less than 3 years. But I think the contract is, I think it's like 3 years for, but I think I could wind up paying it off quicker than that because if they give me $1,100 for this phone towards the new price, it's not going to take me that long to pay. It won't take me 3 years to pay it off. So I do wonder. I got to check that out. Uh, whether so that way if there's a new phone, which will probably inevitably be a new phone between now and 3 years from now, I'll already have paid the phone off and I can upgrade again. Okay, rather than keep this phone and then pay off the phone in 3 years. Okay, yeah, because what's the point of keeping two phones, especially a one that's that's already outdated, because this is the 14 Pro Max and now it's on 17 Pro Max, and there'll probably inevitably be next year probably an 18 Pro Max or a 20 come down the line. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to trade this one in and get the 200. I think that $200 is, I think that's a gift thing, so that may make it actually $1,300, and I think the phone is like $1,600. So then I just have to pay $300. That'll be the balance that I have to pay off for the new phone, which I can pay that off in probably in a year or something. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to look around and shop, and then I'm thinking, I always like to get a lot of information and stuff. I was watching a lot of videos of people opening up the 17 Pro Max and stuff. I like those videos, so I like when people go out and shop. It's always usually girls. You see girls, real attractive girls on YouTube, go out, and get the new phone, and they, open it, do an opening and all that stuff, and put the cover on and all that stuff, which is cool to see that. I like seeing that for some reason. But anyway, so that's my 14 Pro Max, which I'm probably before this year, probably if not in a week or so, maybe after Black Friday, maybe I'll do it then when there's a sale, which I think might be the thing to do. Wait till there's a sale, because they may have a better deal. So anyway, and this is my work phone. This is a AT&T. My job, CBR, the new company I work for, CBRE. They gave us a phone because, like I said, starting on October 1st, we started working officially for CBRE. Okay, the new vendor. That's who we started working for. And this is my AT&T phone. I got a nice picture of Dr. Doom there. Hold on. I'm sorry, I don't know this thing. Yeah, there you go, Dr. Doom there. This is the iPhone 16s or CS or something like that. Anyway, I got that. So, because finally, the first phone they gave me, when I upgraded it, wouldn't connect to the internet. So I sent it back, and then they sent me a new phone. Last week? Yeah, last week they sent me that. So I have that. So this is my job phone and stuff. I can check my job emails and all that stuff. But they decided to give us a phone, so I'll keep it for that. And we're supposed to keep it on, or keep it on us. But I usually keep my regular phone in my pocket, and I'll keep this phone, like I said, on my desk when I'm at work. And then when I get up to go to lunch or something, I make sure I put the phone in my desk and stuff, so nobody can just walk around and pick it up. And I always make sure, because before I leave, I always make sure I put my stuff in my bag, because I don't want to leave my phone on my desk and then come back in Monday and it's gone and all that stuff. But anyway, that's it. So anyway, so as far as that's concerned, like I said, I'll make a decision about that pretty soon, of whether I'm going to trade it in now or wait till after Black Friday. Maybe there's a better deal that'll be coming down, because usually they always have better deals, and maybe I could sell it for a little bit more or something. Well, I'll see. I'll make a decision. Anyway, also, like I said, in the digital code giveaway contest will be next weekend for sure, because I'm selling. I left this I'm gonna order the movies. Okay, so it'll be the next movie. It'll be on the 2nd of November. Okay, that'll be the contest. And again, I apologize for not doing it this week. I should have done it this week. I should have done it early in the week. I should have ordered the movies and stuff. But again, I get distracted easily. Anyway, and also, I recorded earlier today my Gen V episode, season 2, episode 8. That's the finale of season 2, which should be leading into The Boys, the final season, which starts next year. Okay, so I can edit it. I have it recorded on my phone. I just have to edit it on my phone, and I'll probably upload it tomorrow. What else? And I do have the 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies, and I'm thinking, when is the time to do that? Maybe I could even do it maybe next week. I'll do all 4 episodes, because after Gen V, there's no other show that I'm watching and editing, because Peacemaker's over, and the next show that I want to watch actually is going to be I think it's going to be Wonder Man, but that'll start to January, and also the Lanterns, which I want to see, that DC, so that's going to be probably next year sometime. So there's no show currently that I want to watch. And maybe when I'm on vacation, I can finally look at those movies that I want. Like I wanted to watch Wicked and Mickey 17. There's a couple of movies I actually want to record my reaction to it. and like edit it on my phone and stuff. But like I said, it's been sort of crazy. But I have to and with this new changeover to the new job, we have to earn our days back. So, and I usually go on vacation in December. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably take. I got a dentist appointment on the 5th on Wednesday, 3:30. So I'll just have to put that time in, and then I'll probably take a day in November, take one day off, and then I'll probably schedule my vacation in December. I'll probably try to take 8 days, depending on how much time I have left. I have to see by the time we get to December how many hours we're gonna have. And I would like to take 8 days off in December. I usually take it like in the beginning of December. So, and then whatever else time I have left, I'll probably take it the rest of the week, the rest of the month. The guy I worked with, Mark, he put in his time, but I can work around his thing. I can work around his thing. In December, it gets slow. Like right around in November, it starts getting slow and stuff because people they stop having meetings and stuff. Because people start, because Thanksgiving's coming up and Christmas, and they stop having meetings and stuff. So in my job, my work, like right now, it's our busy season. Like we're getting a lot of jobs, but around November, which is coming up, around closer to Thanksgiving, it'll start slowing down work-wise because a lot of people start going on their vacations because towards the end of the year and it's Thanksgiving, they travel for that, and the Christmas and stuff. So our work slows down. So I'm thinking I could do that. I can actually film my movie reactions probably in December. That'd be a great time when I'm on vacation. I'm gonna try to take 8 days, like a week, and then maybe 3 days, and then come back to work on the Thursday, Friday, like that. I have to again see what how many hours we're gonna get because right now I forgot. I can look at the schedule. I forgot how many hours we got, but it's a couple of hours. But I have to see exactly how much time I got left by the time December rolls around because I know we earn time, and I want to see how much I earn in November, and then we can pretty much figure out how much we're gonna earn in December, and then I can just take, like I said, take 8 days in the beginning of the month, and then maybe a couple of days here and there in December. And I definitely want to take a day in November, maybe after around Thanksgiving time, before that, or even after. But I want to definitely do that. So anyway, like I said, after I finish recording this, I'm going to order the movies and I'll make a post about it. Then I got to record a video for my Paul's Views and Opinions channel. And what else? Oh yeah, like I said, I'll edit Gen V tomorrow and upload that. And what else? I'm trying to think what else is there something else for me? Oh yeah, I did mention I talked about my niece's thing, and like I said, I have tons of pictures. I got to delete them off my phone. I uploaded them finally to my computer, and I sent them to my, like I said, my sister, who went to this shit, went to the Sweet 16 with us. So I sent her the pictures. I sent my brother, who drove me there. I sent him the pictures, and I sent my stepfather, who technically his great granddaughter. Because it was his granddaughter's daughter having the Sweet 16. And I told him about it, and he didn't feel like going and stuff. But it was a really, again, like I said before, it was a really sweet time that they had for her. It was a really beautiful thing what they did for her. It was really nice, and you can tell, again, I'm so proud of my niece, Shawnice. I'm really so proud of her, and the way she got a husband, she got her 3 kids, and she looks happy, and she looked so, she was fluttering around, making sure everything was perfect for her daughter and stuff, and it was just sweet. And then plus all her relatives on her side, her father's side, were there and stuff, and we were there representing our part of the family. And it was just a really sweet and enjoyable time. It really was a sweet thing that they did for her, which I really enjoyed. And I like, she got up and I guess there's a tradition of lighting the 16 candles and you're saying who you're grateful for in your life. And that was a really nice, sweet thing that she did. And again, my sister messed up. My youngest sister, that's her granddaughter that was having the Sweet 16. And she had a crappy relationship with her daughter, Shawnice, and unfortunately, my niece doesn't mess with her, okay, and she lives her life, and she looks like she's happy. She has her husband, and she has her 3 kids, and it looks like she's living her best life. And the daughter, again, I like to see them together because, again, and what's a shame about it, it really is a shame because, like I said, my two older sisters were there, and my oldest brother was there, and I was there, and my sister, not my older sister, but my next older sister was there with her husband and stuff, and then my nieces were there, um, and like I said, it was really nice. It was really a sweet thing that they did. You know, they had this hall they rented, and they had balloons and the cake and everything else. It was just a really sweet time, and I really, you know, I really am proud of Shanice and what she's doing, living her best life. Like, she's not letting what happened between her and her mother affect her because she's living her best life with her daughter, with her family and her daughters. Her daughter, and she has two younger kids, and I'm really happy for her. Okay, I really it really touched me that she did this for her daughter, and I just think it's just sad and tragic that my sister didn't make up with her daughter and get to know her granddaughter or grandkids. Okay, because now Shanice has 3 kids and they have no relationship, and it's really a messed up thing, and I really think it's a shame. But when I saw that invitation, I said, you know what, I'm going, because Shanice, I remember, growing up with her when she was a baby, when my sister had her and stuff, and she was such a sweet little kid. I remember that she's just a sweet, really quiet, real respectful lady, real girl. And my sister didn't treat her right, and I just hate the fact that she has zero relationship with her. But like I said, she did it to herself. So me and my brother were talking about it in the car, and I just felt so bad about it. But at the same time, my sister did it to herself, and like I said, I'm happy for my niece, her and her family. They're living their best life, and I can't be more happy and proud of them. And I was just so glad to, I gave her a card and stuff, put some money in it and stuff so she can, and hopefully, like I said, she was loved. That's the one thing I kept telling my brother, and said, yeah, I said, she's loved. You can tell. I told my stepfather too. I said, you can tell that girl is loved. Okay, she has a lot of people that love her and are taking care of her and help raise her. And I said, that's a sweet, sweet thing. That and again, just shows your family ain't always family, and as long as you got people that love you around you, that's good enough. And I am really happy for her that she had that, and it was really a sweet thing to watch. I was just really amazed. Like I said, I took a lot of pictures and took some video and stuff, and I said, like I said, I sent to my stepfather who lives in here, because that's his great granddaughter actually, and my brother who took me there, and my sister who went there with her husband and stuff. So, and I just downloaded the pictures just in case anybody ever wants to. Although, like I said, they had a photographer there, a special photographer who was taking video and pictures and stuff. So I'm sure they had all the angles cut out and stuff. But I did take all the pictures, just to see. And I was explaining it to my friend at work, Mark. I was explaining to him how everything was going, and he's empathized because sometimes family ain't always family, and they mess up. And I also said that if my mother was alive, my mother was still alive, she would have smacked my sister upside the head and told her, yeah, you fix your relationship with your daughter and your granddaughter. She'd have smacked I know my mother. My mother, she would, because she never did that to us. She never abandoned us. Okay, she stuck. There was 10 of us, or excuse me, 11 of us, and we stuck together. Okay, she never separated us, and she always made sure we were okay. So that's why I say when my sister, she messed up by not having, I guess, not having my mother's influence there. Okay, because I think my mother would have smacked upside the head and made her make up with her daughter and stuff and treat her right. So it is what it is. Okay, enough of that. I'm just getting sad, depressed thinking about that, but it was a sweet thing. Anyway, so look for the Gen B thing. I'll edit tomorrow. I'm trying to edit that in the morning. Gen B season 2. This video, and then I'm gonna decide what video I want to record for my Paul's Views and Opinions channel. I did one about baseball again. I'm keep doing it about baseball and the Mets because there's a lot of hot stove stuff coming on, and I did talk about Stephen A. Smith. Although I might record 2 videos for my Paul's Views and Opinions channel, because I think there's 2 things I want to talk about. Maybe the Stephen A. Smith thing, and maybe also with the Mets thing. But anyway, Okay, that's it. So again, there will be a digital code giveaway contest. I'll make a post as soon as I place the order for the movies, and the movies I will get, by I think by Wednesday, and I'll do the digital code giveaway on the 2nd of November. Okay, and I'll make a post about it so everybody knows. Okay, and I'll definitely be having another digital code giveaway contest in December when I'm off on vacation. Okay, I'll do another digital code giveaway contest. Okay, so there'll be 2 before this year is over. Okay, and like I said, the maybe the Marvel zombie things, I can do that next week. Next weekend, I can record them, one after the other, and just edit during the course of the week or so. Because there's 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies, that animated show. I think done by the same people that did the What If show. Okay, and then maybe in December, I can actually do the movies that I wanted to actually react to when I'm on vacation. Okay, I think I'll do it that way. So anyway, in the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, the link to my other channel, Bobby Using Opinions. So you check that out as well. I also have a link down below uh, to my Patreon. My Patreon is only $5 a month, over 200 videos on there. The last thing that's on there, I think this past week I put on the last episode of Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 8. So that's on there. Okay, I have 5 different categories. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that's on there. Follow the link. It'll take you to my Patreon page. Also, there's a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my spherical circle, my black spherical circles design. That's one of the design I have. And I also have the Trepacer logo. Those are the 2 logos that I have. I have it on t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, and unisex. And I'm probably going to either order a hoodie, either with the spherical circles or either with the Trepacer logo. I think I may do it with the spherical circles. I'm going to get a hoodie, or I may get 2 hoodies, which I think I may do. Maybe like get a white one with the black thing, or maybe a black hoodie with the Trepacer logo. I may get 2 hoodies. And I also, I think, want to buy the link is below to my merchandise store. And I think I also might buy a leather jacket too. I have a leather jacket, but it's kind of worn. And I usually I get it from Macy's, and I think I may do that too. I may I could just go down to Macy's and buy it. Macy's Claiborne, I think that's the Claiborne, right? I'm gonna get a brand new one, because I think before I know I ordered it and it actually got delivered, but I think I'll just go downtown and get it. Okay, I do want a leather jacket, a new one, and then get a new scarf, because I've had that scarf that I wear with it. I've had that for a while, so I may do that. But anyway, also in the description box. Okay, I'm sorry. I said so my merchandise link to my merchandise store is in the description box below. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trepacer saying so long. Take care.